Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Game Nexus. It's Dwayne here. We are officially in 2018. Hope everybody had a great holiday and a good new year. We're all excited to get back to some gaming here. Everybody at the Game Nexus is as well. Today, I thought I'd kick things off, sort of revisit a topic that I discussed earlier, in late 2017, and that was Star Wars Legion. The game was announced, late last year, and it just exploded the minds of all the gamers that were looking for a new game in the Star Wars franchise. Maybe who had gotten tired of Imperial Assault, X-Wing, and Fantasy Flight Games definitely delivered on that front. Now, I did the original video and gave my opinions on sort of the effects of how that game would affect Imperial Assault and what to expect from it, etc. We didn't have a lot of information about the game at that time, so a lot of it's based on hearsay and guessing. It's been a while, and Fantasy Flight has been dribbling out pieces of information, and I think we now have sort of a better understanding of what the game's going to encompass, or at least the game's going to encompass at launch. The point of today's video, however, is to discuss something that I'm not seeing anybody talk about. It seems like the entire gaming community is just wrapped up in this fervor of excitement over the game that they've really kind of looked past some of the things that I've been concerned about. It wasn't until a couple days ago when I saw like a local community, local channel saying how hyped they were about this product, and I came to realize that like the gaming community quite literally is just wrapped up and isn't really giving common sense thought to the launch of this product. So let me break it down for you. We are probably going to be getting this product in February. From what everything indicates, there's a lot of online retailers, a lot of stores that are pointing towards February. Fantasy Flight still hasn't given us an official date yet. They have listed the cost of the product and what its contents are going to be, but we don't have a date. My guess is it's going to be February. The biggest concern I have is everything that they've shown us to date has been around the core box, which looks like it's going to be $89 US. It'll probably land at $100 plus at my local stores. And we do have a very clear understanding of what that box product's going to contain. We're going to get Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker as our hero characters and commanders of each respective army. We're going to get Imperials versus Rebels, obviously, and we're going to get a smattering of Stormtroopers and Rebel soldiers, as well as speeder bikes and a walker. Or an RT walker. And then, of course, the add-on packs that they've shown us is going to be the T-47 airspeeders. Most people convert them to snow speeders. And then we'll have the AT-ST, which is, yes, quite a lot bigger than the Imperial Assault AT-ST. So that's about it. Also a small handful of scatter terrain. So what I'm seeing, however, is, lots of people, there seems to be more terrain building articles for Star Wars Legion than there is articles about the product. But there's a lot of questions coming up about this product, about this line. In fact, and the biggest one that I have is Fantasy Flight has yet to show us what the actual roadmap of their release schedule is going to be like. We don't really get a clear understanding of where they're going with this product. Such to the point where the fan base is currently the ones fueling the speculation. Now let's take it back a second. I'm going to be quite upfront. I'm not getting Star Wars Legion at launch. I'm excited about the product. I think it looks great. Everything I've seen about the rules, about the models, it all looks amazing. And it's definitely something that a large-scale wargamer would just fall in love with. If you have any love for Warhammer, that style of game, this will get your Star Wars itch scratched. However, having said that, there is a very specific reason why I'm not going to be making this purchase. Because of that roadmap not being there, I don't have a clear line of sight on what to expect from this product line. Henceforth, I'm either jumping on the hype train or I'm going to take a back seat and see where this goes. Hype's a funny thing. Hype will either elevate your product to godlike levels of anticipation, such to the point where you'll actually rush out blindly and buy this product or buy a product. And that pertains to tabletop games, video games, almost anything really, when it comes down to it. And there is a large segment of that community who just buys into that hype, and I myself have actually been victim of it before as well, and will blindly rush in and buy a product. This time around, I'm being a little bit more cautious. The other side to hype is you elevate your product to such godlike levels that when the person does eventually make the purchase or whatever, goes out and sees the event or whatever, your product fails to meet those expectations. It can't, and therefore it gets soured. it's either going to be one of the two. It seems like now at this point, however, that the gaming community is the latter. They're literally just going to go in blindly and buy this. So the questions that I have would be, if this was any other franchise, if this was any other company, would $100 for a core product, and of course they are showing us what is included in that, but with no clear roadmap as to what the game would pertain, not even giving us snippets of what they're planning with the game, would this be acceptable? Let's spin it into a video game point of view. There's lots of talk these days about selling incomplete video games, where they sell us an $80 product and it's filled with bugs or it's filled with missing content. I know it's not apples and apples, but you could apply the same theory to that, in the fact that, maybe Fantasy Flight is selling us a $100 box product and we have no clue, what's beyond it. But not only that, is I feel it's kind of incomplete, or at least the line is incomplete. Take it another way, let's go to Warhammer. I wasn't around when Warhammer launched, but when I got into the hobby, I had tons of choice. I knew that spending my hard-earned money with this product, I already had lots to choose from. I had lots of options. I had a clear understanding of the support the product was going to get, and I have lots of selectable units. I had lots of things to buy. Right now, Star Wars Legion matches are probably, and I don't know what the timeline is, but probably for this foreseeable future, are going to be simply Darth Vader facing off against Luke Skywalker with a smattering of stormtroopers and rebel soldiers on either side, and maybe an ATST and some speeders and bikes. It's, more or less, it's going to be the terrain that dictates sort of the flow and the style of game. It's going to get pretty stale pretty quick, in my opinion. Obviously, there's lots of tactic cards and lots of strategies within those units, but just by the sheer fact that we don't know if we're going to have more vehicles, we don't know if there's going to be air warfare, just lots of questions. So my choice is, I'm going to take a step back. I'm literally going to forego making that an original $100 box product purchase. I've already got lots of games on the radar that's going to scratch my hobby itch. I've got Relic Knights, I've got the newly released Necromunda, and of course Aristea, which is going to be a big focus for our company here as well on our channel. And I'm going to keep an eye on Legion. I'm not going to throw my money at the screen. I'm not going to throw my money at Fantasy Flight just yet. Maybe when they start rolling out in 2018 some more units to choose from and get a clear understanding of where I want to spend my money, it would be a real shame if I went and bought the product and bought all these extra units and only to realize that, hey, guess what? We're going to be releasing a third faction, or we're going to be releasing other figures in the line that would go, and I've just invested my money in a certain way that I didn't want to invest it. So for now, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to see where they go with it, and I'm going to let you make your own decisions. Not everybody's going to agree with me. Definitely, if you don't agree with me, throw your comments in there. Or if you agree with me, throw your comments there as well. Let me know what you're thinking about it. And in the meantime, keep an eye on it, and we'll try and keep you updated as new and exciting information about Star Wars Legion hits the channel. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Also, thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Make sure you share us as much as possible. We'll be coming at you in 2018 with lots of exciting stuff. Hope you're with us.